Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Big up to everyone that's locked in over on Chelsea Fan TV, as always. And welcome to your daily transfer update, guys. And there's plenty of news to get into, as always, with Chelsea. Congratulations to Levi Colwill and Noni Madueke, who in the last hour have just won the Euro Under-21s with England. And England didn't concede a single goal in the whole tournament, which is quite some going. So congratulations to both of those. We're going to get into Levi Colwill's future again as well, because that's been a hot topic since, people have had a meltdown about a video, which is really not a big deal after a game. But yeah, we're going to get stuck into that. We're going to get stuck into the latest on the kit as well. Chelsea will be launching next season's home shirt on Monday with no sponsor on it, because the sponsor deal still hasn't been sorted out yet. Got the latest with Conor Gallagher, strong interest from Spurs as well. And also all the latest on Romelu Lukaku, with Chelsea wanting about 45 million euros for the centre forward, with Al Hilal and Juventus interested. But Inter Milan's bids have been completely rejected on that front. So guys, smash the likes on the stream. Make sure you subscribe to both channels, and let's get this show on the road, people. Let's say hello to a few people in the chat, and then we're going to get straight into it. Already over 100 of us locked in across both channels, people. Great stuff already at this early stage. So yeah, let's say hello to a few people. News on Chelsea shirt sponsor. Yeah, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into all this. Daniel, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Michael, big up. I'm glad we're going traditional with our new season shirt. Look, to be fair, we're going to get into the shirt, but honestly, this shirt with no sponsor will sell really well. I promise you, it definitely will. Just watch the under-21s win the UEFA Euros, and apart from the so-called penalty, yeah, Colwill was immense in that game, absolutely. Bro, you're miles off it. I don't know how you've come to the conclusion that he doesn't want to be at the club. Absolutely miles off with that. Noni Madueke was great tonight. I thought he had so much pace going forward. Not sure about Colwill after when he gave... Oh, no, look, he's more than good enough for sure. Let's wait and see. 40 million euros is enough for Lukaku to get him sold. I would agree on that. Colwill, very impressive, ready for Chelsea first 11. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's see how he does in pre-season. Obviously, they're going to probably have a little bit of time off, but let's see how he gets on. No one wants Lukaku. We're stuck with... No, we won't be stuck with him. We'll come to some sort of arrangement for sure. Juve want to hijack Lukaku. Fine, let them take him. Nice to see interest hotting up for him. Inter claim they need the Onana money first. Yeah, well, supposedly the Onana money is pretty much funding Inter's transfer window, which is a little bit concerning. You have to say for them from a financial perspective. I didn't think Gabri Vega. No, he wasn't that great tonight. But again, you can't just judge a player from one game. Obviously could we do better? Quite possibly we could do better. But just because he didn't have a particularly good game tonight doesn't mean that he's not a good player. We've done that. Swap for Vlahovic would be great. Yeah, but these, as I've said many times, guys, these swap deals barely ever happen. It's all well and good in principle, but yeah, I absolutely agree, Ron. I still think there's a decent player in there, but obviously, didn't play that well tonight. But so be it. So many players haven't played well in finals before. He won't be the first, and he certainly won't be the last. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I mean, it's a strange one. Now I don't know why it wasn't. Obviously, the final was on Channel 4 UK tonight, but yeah, I've got no idea why that wasn't the case. Shrender, big up my guy. Spurs want Gallagher and we want Kane. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything's going to be linked there. No way, Dan Lee. No, absolutely no way. The only way that Kane comes to Chelsea is if he leaves on a free, and even then, it would. I still don't think he would. Then I'd big up my guy. No, Mike, I don't think so. I don't think so. Come on. Yes, big up, Jose. Thank you for tuning in, Dexter. Hope you're good. Chelsea for life, absolutely. Up the Chelsea. Colwill, hope he stays around. Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think he's a top player. Looks like he's got top potential. So, yeah, let's see what happens with him. We're going to dive into all this. Let's just get a few more things in the chat. Daniel, hope you're good. Yeah, this is exactly it, Lee. Like, it's mad. People are like, it's honestly ridiculous. And imagine if Colwill goes on Twitter tonight and sees the reaction from Chelsea fans. Why would he want to come back if he sees that? It's just so stupid. Yeah, no, he did say he's spoken to them. Footy edits, hope you're good. We need to stick with Pochettino, not calling. Yeah, for sure. Agree. Yeah, he certainly looks it. I mean, obviously, you've got to be careful not to overhype players, but I think he certainly looks like an exceptional talent. There's no two ways about it. There's a reason why Chelsea don't want to sell him, that's for sure. Didn't watch the game. I see Colwill getting praised for the comments I saw by the highlights, but when he Look, I think Noni's raw, but I don't think he did particularly badly when he came on for the edits. Thank you. That's kind words. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully next week. Maybe we can get some new players posing with a sponsorless shirt next week. Could be good. Levi looks really excited about. Yeah, I mean, people overanalyze everything. It's just mad. Cheers from California. Thank you for tuning in. Is it true Colwill has rumours to Liverpool? Liverpool, but when you're a very good player, very talented player, there's always going to be links. So yeah, I mean, look, Liverpool are interested, but it doesn't mean they're going to get him. I appreciate that, Amit. Yeah, I'm all good. Hope you're well. Yeah, but again, like it's full time, and again, I just won the Euros. People just reading too much into everything. In my opinion, that's the reality of it for me. Madueke telling Colwill to come to Chelsea. Yep. Do you think the Chelsea squad will improve? Absolutely, yes. Badiashile and Colwill are both lefties. It doesn't mean you can't use two left-footed centre-backs for sure. Colwill, like if Chelsea were to sell Colwill, one, it would be suicidal in my opinion. But he's a 60, 70 million pound player already for sure. If the senior team winning the next summer, it'll be but that's not going to happen. But by the way, Colwill has to be starting next summer at the Euros for the senior side. No two ways about it. Maguire needs to be binned off. Would you rather spend 70 million on Vlahovic or 10 on Dybala? The things are different positions though, because Dybala is not an out and out centre forward, whereas Vlahovic is. I'll probably say for what we need, I'd probably rather go Vlahovic on that question. I'll buy a Lukaku kit if Al Hilal gets him the same day. Wonder if Lukaku would rather go to Al Hilal in Saudi. Well, to be honest, he doesn't want to stay at Chelsea, so that Saudi may well end up being his only option potentially. So he might have to go maybe. But we're going to get into that. I don't think De Gea is good enough if we're being totally honest. I feel the new kit would be pre-ordered until we get a sponsor for it. No. I think that you will be able to buy the sponsorless kit for sure. I don't know if it's going to be on Monday. You're going to be able to buy it, but you absolutely will be able to buy the sponsorless kit. Are you going to get a new kit without sponsor? Oh, I don't know. I do quite like kits, and a sponsorless kit could be an all timer, and it could be a bit of a collector's item. In a few years' time. So I might well get the sponsorless one. I hope so. Lukaku for Vlahovic. Well, it's not going to happen, but I would do it. Favorite kit? What do you mean, Chelsea kit? England keeper is a Chelsea fan. Anything on the sponsor? We're going to get into this. I'm just saying hello to a few more people. Black Diamond, hope you're good, my guy. Yeah, I do think Chelsea will improve for edits for sure. Colwell's a baller, absolutely. Look, it was one match. He didn't do particularly well, but I mean, it doesn't mean he's a bad player. What year is your favorite Chelsea kit? There's a few, isn't there? I think there's a couple of really good away kits. The white ones from back in the early 2000s, late 90s. Obviously, the Samsung ones were great. The Fly Emirates ones, sort of early 2000s as well. What one of those, I think. I think he does look ready. He definitely looks ready for it. In my opinion, he's miles better than Maguire. Do you think Chelsea should focus on a new goalkeeper? We will get a new goalkeeper because we need a new number 2. Black Diamond, appreciate that, guys. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. 10 on Dybala. Colwill needs to start for Chelsea as potential. Yeah, I hope so as well. Big up, Greg, tuning in from Germany. Really impressive Pochettino press conference. Yeah, for sure. He's spoken really well. The Nintendo thing's not a sponsor. It's just a throwback. It's to do with the kit. It's just a throwback on a 90s theme, because obviously Chelsea's thing is kind of based on the 90s, on one of the 90s home shirts. They're just using nostalgic things from the 90s. There's nothing to do with sponsorship. 160 people watching, only 30 likes. People over on Chelsea Fan TV, get those likes up, guys. That needs to be at least at 100 likes. No two ways about it. Make sure you hover it. Don't be shy. Make sure you hover over that thumb button. Give it a click, and it massively helps out. And the same on my channel, guys. Let's get this on the road to 50 likes. We've got 50 of you locked in already, and there's only 23 likes. Let's get those likes up, guys. Let's move towards that 50 likes mark, people. You can do this. Just a little click of that thumb button. Don't be shy. It's free. It massively helps me out, and I would greatly appreciate it. So let's get these likes up, guys. Do you think Chelsea need a new goalkeeper? Yeah, we do need a new goalkeeper for sure. Chokeholes, I think you need to time down. Take my money if it's available sponsorless. No, it is definitely available sponsorless. Shame we didn't get Jansson before he went to Bayern Munich. Well, someone might be available again, Can we go for De Gea? And I'd say we could, but I don't think De Gea would come to Chelsea, and I don't think we'd be looking at him either. But I could be wrong on that. Yeah, the Samsung kits are great. Right. Anyway, lots of stuff going on in the chat here. Malang Sarr is still here, but there's some news on his future, so we're gonna get into that. But yeah, people, let's talk about the shirt first. Then let's get into this because there's been quite a lot of news on the shirt today. So let's do that. So basically here, as well as no front of shirt sponsor on the new Chelsea kit, there will be no sleeve sponsor either. The decision was taken to launch the kit on Monday to ensure fans could get it before the season started. So I don't know if this means that the sponsorless kit will be available on Monday, but you'd imagine that it would obviously be available before the season starts, which indicates that potentially the main kit might not be available before the season starts then, potentially. I mean, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case or not, but yes, as well as no front of shirt sponsor on the Chelsea kit, there will be no sleeve sponsor either. Decision taken to launch the kit on Monday to ensure fans could get it before the season started. So I think that's good news anyway. And a sponsorless shirt, I think, will go down really well with the fans as well. You don't buy a shirt for what sponsors on it. You buy a shirt because of the club badges on it. That's the main thing there. And then we just get into a bit more detail, and we can discuss this a little bit more. Understand sports agency CAA are running the process to find Chelsea's front of shirt sponsor, and there are a number of ongoing conversations. Chelsea hopeful of concluding a deal in the not too distant future. Sponsorless shirts have gone to retail to avoid any further delays. Fans can purchase these rather than wait for a sponsor. Chelsea working hard to get a front of shirt sponsor and are confident of getting a deal over the line soon. So obviously we've got a sports agency in charge to find a Chelsea front of shirt sponsor. A number of conversations ongoing. So let's hope that we can, get something sorted sooner rather than later. But in terms of the sponsorship situation, as it was, obviously, according to a lot of people, we had a legit deal lined up with Paramount Plus, which was blocked by the Premier League. I'm not too sure why that was blocked by the Premier League, but we had a legit deal, as far as I'm concerned, blocked by the Premier League for Paramount Plus. We then virtually had a deal in place with Stake, £40 million for one season. There was a backlash from the fans on that. Chelsea Supporters Trust getting in touch with the owners of the club to say that, it's not right. They listened on that. So Stake then has not happened. And now we're in a situation where we obviously are trying to find a sponsor, but you've got people moaning about, how can we possibly be getting close to the season with no sponsor soon? Well, hang on a second. It's like it was impossible for the owners to win. Paramount Plus was blocked. We had a Paramount Plus deal there, blocked. Stake was ready to go as well, but then they listened to the fans from the backlash there, so that didn't happen either. And yet people are still moaning there's no sponsor. It doesn't make sense. These guys just can't win in some of these situations. But do you know what? For me, I think it makes sense. I think a sponsorless shirt, as I said earlier, will do. I think it will do really, really well. In the sales, fans will really like it. And this sponsorship thing's not ideal. You'd like to think there would be a situation where this would be wrapped up before pre-season, but then if it was going to be wrapped up before pre-season, then why launch a sponsorless shirt 10 days before we jet out to the States? Like it doesn't really make sense on that front, in my opinion. I would imagine, I could be totally wrong here, but I would imagine that we will probably play in the sponsorless shirts in pre-season, and then hopefully once pre-season's done or during pre-season or whatever, we can obviously have a front of shirt sponsor and a shirt and a sleeve sponsor sorted. But I don't think this is as big of an issue as people make it out to be. I haven't got any issue with us launching a sponsorless kit. I think it's great. I think it will look really good. For people that like kits like myself, it's definitely going to be one to have in the collection. No two ways about it. And, you don't buy a kit for the sponsor on it. You buy a kit because of the badge on the chest. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't understand people getting in a shit about this. The owners are, it's so embarrassing. Oh, we haven't got a sponsor. Oh, but Paramount was blocked. Oh, but then Stake. Oh, we don't want Stake. But then they're still going to moan about there not being a sponsor. It's ridiculous. We would if we go into the season with no sponsor on the shirt. But as long as we get a sponsorship deal in place for the first game of the season, we're not going to be losing any money. So yeah, yes, big up my guy. Thank you for tuning in. people complain we are Chelsea, not a sponsorship. Yeah, exactly. Like, why does it matter if there's a fucking sponsor on the shirt anyway? Obviously, there will be a sponsor on the shirt, but why does it matter if there's a sponsor on the shirt, people? It really doesn't. And I think it makes sense to launch this. Hopefully discussions are reasonably close, but again, I absolutely think it makes sense to launch this, and I think it will look. I think it will look really good, people. I think it will look really good. I honestly think the kit would look better without a sponsor, bro. I agree. I agree. Big up, try sponsorship. Yeah, I agree, mate. I absolutely agree on that. International Keen Tits don't have sponsors. No, they don't. They get their money through different ways, and obviously you need to have a sponsor on the club shirt. But I don't have an issue with it at all. There will be a sponsor at some point in time before the season starts, but I've got no issue with them launching a thing. Black Diamond, big up, my guy. Guys, by the way, we're only 3 subs away from 3.6k. So if you could subscribe, guys, that would be massively appreciated. Hit the link that Black Diamond has put in the chat. 3 subs from 3.6k. There's 300 of us locked in across both channels. So yeah, 3 of you can definitely subscribe and get me to that 3.6k mark. It would be greatly appreciated. 100% Chelsea fans moan too much. Always, Chelsea fans always moaning about one thing or another. Sponsor shirts will be quite popular. Lee, honestly, for real, I think this will be one of the best-selling shirts that Chelsea have had, which sounds mad, but I absolutely do think it will be. Don't want ownership to rush to find the right sponsorship, give them time yet. Wonder if we could sell more shirts without a sponsor. Quite possible. Yeah, Steak would have looked really shit. It would have looked really shit. Some of the mock-ups you've seen, it would have looked terrible. Big up from Vancouver. Appreciate that. Do an old Barcelona move and use a charity. We could use a charity. Look, I think we'll find a sponsor for sure. If we are winning, no one will give a shit about sponsorship. No, absolutely. How about no sponsor? Just a nice clean shirt for a change. Works for most. Yeah, but I think obviously the club won't want to miss out on the money because it is worth a lot of money. But again, we've announced 2 sponsorship deals that we didn't have sponsors for before, with Hilton as a hotel partner, and obviously Oman Air as a travel partner. Those 2 deals, we didn't have sponsors for those in the first place. So I wonder how much money they're going to bring in. Obviously, they're not going to bring in as much as the shirt would bring in, of course. But yeah, Paramount was blocked because they don't show Premier League football. They do show Premier League football. They show it in North America. Would rather no sponsor than something like, yeah, well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, isn't it been all good, brother? All good. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'll be collecting that jersey with no sponsor. I'm sure one day it'll be worth money. Yeah, absolutely. 55 million for an Onana, too expensive. Maybe it's rather Poch really wanted to give Kepa a good go. Quite possibly, it's quite possibly. Or, we briefed that it was too expensive, but in reality, we knew that he wanted to. We knew he was going to leave. We knew he wanted Man United, so there was no point us pursuing our interests. We just put out that we weren't looking to spend that much money. That could be a way. That could be a possibility. It really could be. We're never really going to know. But I refuse to believe that Chelsea would just say, "Oh, it's too expensive." There's no way, in my opinion. I think we just knew he was going to United and we just dropped out. Chelsea fans are passionate about everything. Well, there's passionate and there's moaning. Like, I think, moaning about the shirt I don't agree with it. I'm seeing Poch get rid of players the same way he did the first time he took over for Tottenham. He's heavily focused on development. Yeah, absolutely. I've said many times that there's quite a few similarities between Poch coming into Chelsea and what he came into at Spurs. In terms of squad size, players needing to be sold, and a real emphasis on developing the current players. Not entirely their fault, but they've gone for 2 sponsors, both of which were flawed in their own way. I'd be staggered if they didn't check. I really would be. Paramount show Premier League game in Mexico. Yeah, exactly. Just put. Yeah, we could do. Big up Blues Empire. No, we haven't got a shirt sleeve sponsor either. No. I was not a big fan on sponsorship stake. No, I don't think anyone was. And Arno wants Man United and Ten Hag's key. Yeah, I think that's fair as well. We have Slanina. Yeah, we do, but I think it's going to be a bit soon for him, if I'm being in all honesty. And Arno probably wanted -5 Hagen Champions League football, quite possibly. Poch's press conference was fantastic, but he still has his hands tied with a team deficient in key areas. Yeah, he does, but again, it is only the 8th of July, so there's still plenty of time to address that situation. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much the latest on the No, they do. They stream them. They definitely show it in North America, or maybe it was Mexico. It's North America or Mexico, but they do have Premier League license. I don't understand why they don't show the games in England. So I don't know why the Premier League are so afraid of upsetting Sky and BT. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Do we really need Lukaku? We're going to get into all this. Can't Clearlake just be our sponsor? I don't know. Daniel, big up from Romania. Thank you for tuning in. What do you think about England under 21 keeper? Yeah, he's gone to Burnley. Paramount TV don't show Premier League games in North America. Fair. Is there any leaks of how the kit looks? Yeah, there is. I'll try and bring some up later on. Hope reject Interspeed for Lukaku and force him to go Juve as part of a Vlahovic swap. That won't happen, but sure. Chelsea now rich from all the departures. Yeah, absolutely. Any update about Allianz? Nope, no update from Allianz. So yeah, guys, that is the latest on the kit, basically. Chelsea's kit will launch on Monday. It will be unveiled on Monday with no sponsor on it, no front of shirt sponsor, no sleeve sponsor. It will be launched on Monday. I don't know if it's going to be available to buy on Monday, but you, as fans, you will be able to buy a sponsorless shirt for next season's shirt. I don't know when that's going to be available. Could be Monday. Might be a pre-order thing. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's the latest on the kit. You know, Chelsea in a number of conversations with potential sponsors, and hopefully a deal will be done quickly. But I imagine that we'll probably be playing in pre-season in the sponsorless kit. So yeah, that's the latest on the kit. It's going to launch on Monday with no sleeve sponsor and no front of shirt sponsor. And we're going to move from there, and hopefully a sponsorship deal can be agreed relatively soon. So yeah, let's move away from that, and let's move on to Peacock shows Prem in Paramount show Prem in Mexico. Oh, Central America. That's the one. That's the one. Central America. That's what I meant. Lad Trafford does not concede. Yeah, he's going to Burnley though, leaving Man City for Burnley. Chelsea top of bottom, you know, mate. Yep. Yeah. We've had a few games move for television reasons. So West Ham's going to be on a Sunday at 4:30 now. Luton's going to be on a Friday night. Fulham away is going to be on a Monday night. Last year we delayed the kit as well. I can't remember when the kit was launched last year. I kind of forgotten about it. I didn't buy the home shirt last year. Got the away one on the 3rd. Wasn't a huge fan of the home shirt. Like, share, subscribe, labs. Make sure you do, people. Big up to Black Diamond as always. I believe we'll have a lot of sponsorship after the season begins this season. Let's hope so. Chelsea will improve on the potch. Yeah, absolutely. I believe that to be the case. Right, let's get stuck into a little bit of Levi Colwill then, because people are obviously losing their minds and thinking he's acting in a weird way. I think people just are micro-analysing everything. No need for that. But basically, Fabrizio Romano saying that obviously Chelsea are set to hold new contract talks with Levi Colwill soon. Chelsea position is he is not for sale to anyone. So it's quite clear this has always been the club stance, even with interest from Brighton. You know, this has always been the case. Chelsea do not want to sell Levi Colwill at any price to anyone. And I think it's quite clear. You can absolutely see why that's the case. But yeah, Chelsea will table it. This is Felix Johnson reporting as well. Chelsea will table a new long-term contract offer to Levi Colwill very soon now that the Euros are over. Colwill will speak to Pochettino when he joins the Chelsea squad to fly to America. So yeah, guys, I don't think there's anything to worry about in the immediate future about Levi Colwill leaving. You know, again, people are micro-analysing this. You know, he's just won the European Under-21 Championships. You know, they haven't conceded a goal all tournament. He's been immense throughout the tournament. Fantastic display in the final tonight as well. And it's absolutely essential that we get this kid tied down to a new contract because he looks the real deal. Now, again, he's only 19 years of age. He's got plenty of time, plenty of time to develop into an even better centre half. And I see people are getting a little bit confused when he's seeking assurances over whether there's going to be playing time for him. And that's absolutely normal. If you're going to sign a 6-7 year contract, you absolutely want to make sure that that there's going to be a pathway for you to play regular minutes. Like it's ridiculous. Like you'd be concerned if he was just happy to sign a 7-year deal or 6-year deal, whatever it might be, and not ask about his playing prospects, and he'd just be happy to sit on the bench. You want this attitude. He wants to play. He'll be given a chance to play, and then once he's playing, he's got to prove that he deserves to be in the team and deserves to stay in the team ahead of the likes of Badia Shield, maybe Fofana as well. You know, I've got no problem with that. You know, you're just doing your due diligence as a player. That's absolutely the right thing to do. Check that there are situations that, you know, am I going to look? I'm 19. If I sign a 6-year contract, that's going to take me what 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's going to take me to 25, sort of into the start of the prime years of my career. It just doesn't make sense on that front. It really doesn't make sense for him not to ascertain whether there's going to be an opportunity for him to play and an opportunity for him to stake his place and cement his place in the team. Colwill's absolutely class today. Absolutely class. What are the ideal goals for Chelsea this season? Do we expect any trophies? Goals got to get back in the Champions League for sure. And then no reason why we can't win a domestic cup. There's no excuse for not playing full-strength teams in the League Cup or the FA Cup. DMCM and a top striker. Yeah, I agree on that. At Spurs and PSG, Poch was best with excellent individual attackers who scored a shitload of goals. We're going to see his attacking approach. Yeah, let's wait and see. Great news for sure, Sooner he's locked down into a new contract, the better. Absolutely. He deserves to be considered for the first team. No two ways about it. Levi Colwill wants to be a starter. He'd love to be a starter, of course, but he's absolutely not demanding to be a starter. He just wants an opportunity to prove that, he will play, and he will get an opportunity to play. That's the reality of the situation at this point in time. It's as simple as that. What else have we got going on here? Colwill will sign Colwill class today. Levi's our best centre-back after Thiago Silva. I tough to know because I think I really like Badiashile. I think Fofana's a very good centre-back as well. But what is absolutely clear is that we have got three of the best young centre-backs in European football in Fofana, Colwill and Badiashile. So we really are well set. Colwill gave away a daft penalty. I think it was a harsh penalty. It's one of those penalties that a VAR doesn't exist. It's never, ever given. So, yeah, look, I think that was harsh, but he had a very, very good game in the final. Colwill should start over Fofana and Badiashile. Fair. He absolutely should be convinced about the project. Yeah, exactly. Before signing a 67-year contract. Yeah, for sure. He wants to feel involved in the squad and plans. He's not deluded that he wants to be. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly it. People are just getting, I don't know, people are just getting a little bit lost, I feel. Like they feel they're obviously completely misreading the situation or just not understanding the situation at all. It's not making sense. By the way, guys, on my channel, over 100 of you locked in. Only 45 likes, though, people. That's really poor, guys. So if you're locked in, don't freeload the content, guys. Make sure you hover over that thumb button. Smash a like, bottom right-hand corner. Give that little thumb button a click. Let's get this up to 100 likes, guys. There's over 100 of us locked in, people. Let's get these likes up on my channel. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So yeah, don't be shy, guys. You get involved in the chat. You tune in. You're all fantastic people. I really appreciate all of your support. So guys, let's get those likes up. Let's get it to 100 likes if we can. So let's ramp up those likes. And people, make sure you subscribe to both channels as well if you haven't done so already. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Link in the chat now. I'd really appreciate it. On the road to 4,000 subscribers before the season starts. Just under 400 to go. Now, every new subscriber would really help. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, guys. And also, people, make sure that you subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV as well, guys. Myself and the team would really appreciate that also. But make sure you subscribe to both channels, people. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these subscribers up, guys. We got to do this. Let's do it, people. But anyway, back to Levi Colwill. What are you lot saying in the chat? Poch says you're signed to train, not to play. Absolutely, and I agree on that. Do you think Chelsea will be in the 23-24 UCL season? Well, no, because it's the 23-24 season next season. You mean 24-25? I absolutely hope so. He clearly looks like he does not want to fight for the place. No, Abdul, I'm sorry, bro. I think you're completely wrong on that one. I think you're completely misreading it. For his age, Colwill's an extremely good player. He'll stay, I reckon. I think he'll stay as well. And for me, this might sound strong, but it's absolutely criminal if Chelsea allow a talent like Levi Colwill to leave because they can't provide a pathway. They can't provide a guarantee that he will get an opportunity to play in the first team and try and keep his position there. That would be unforgivable from the club, given the fact, we've lost Mason Mount, given the fact, that other players are leaving and stuff. We can't afford for that to happen. Rival fans slandering Colwill for the pen shows how good he is. Absolutely. There was a post where Fabrizio said Chelsea aren't worried about Colwill, even if he doesn't sign a long contract as current. Yeah, he's still got... Remember, guys, he's still contracted at Chelsea until 2025. So this is not a massive necessity. Obviously, the sooner we do it, the better. But, it would be ideal if he did. But again, this is not exactly time pressured to this summer. But again, you don't want to run the risk of going down to a year and then getting stuck in difficult negotiations. Shavindra, big up my guy. Thank you, bro. 3.6 subs. Road to 4K. Yeah, guys, we are on the road to 4K, as I said, before the season starts. Do you think Chelsea will finish top 5 next season? I hope so. I really hope so. But a lot's going to depend on the recruitment that we do between now and the season starting. We should really sign Dusan Vlahovic and a creative playmaker like Cherky. I would certainly take both those players. How likely both of those are to sign, I'm not too sure. I think he could play left back if necessary, but we don't exactly need a left back. That's the main thing. Our disastrous performance last season will affect incomings and players committing long term. We have to be realistic where we're at the moment. It might do. I don't think it will with younger players. Maybe with more experienced players, that could be a potential issue. But I think we'll be okay. Colwill seems to me to be pure minerals, not entirely sold on. I think Madueke is really talented. He's still quite raw. I think Colwill seems a bit more developed, obviously performing at a much higher level. But yeah, look, I think there's decent opportunities there for him. Absolutely. I think Madueke under Pochettino will do really well. Levi, Silva, Terry Desai, final coaching season. Worked well last time. Yeah, maybe. Colwill needs to stay and get some guidance from Silva and Terry. Yeah, absolutely. I agree on that. When we get Caicedo deal done, who will be going to sign after that? I don't know. Let's see what happens with a centre forward. Let's see what happens with a goalkeeper. Yeah, you need to keep the players like Cole. Absolutely. Liverpool fans think Levi will make the same mistake as Dominic Solanke. No, he absolutely won't. I mean, what's interesting is that, like, how many of these players that have won the Euros and the under-21s are actually going to break through into the England senior squad for the Euros next season? Not very many. You probably say maybe only Levi Colwill. I don't see any others of them. Maybe one or two. Maybe a Morgan Gibbs-White potentially. But I don't see many of these guys breaking into the senior squad next summer. So it's going to be interesting to see how many of them are going to play regular first-team minutes in the Premier League next season as well at their clubs. Do you think Cole will be one of... I mean, that's a difficult question. Really difficult question. No idea at this point. It should be Colwill and Fofana and Thiago for the dressing room and play only some matches. Maybe. Levi, CC. Caicedo isn't homegrown and has only one Premier League season experience. 85 is fair, yep. Absolutely, I agree. Noni needs time for sure. Cherki's not as good as people say. Look, I think Cherki's very talented, but again, he's only 19 years old as well. We need Caicedo, Dybala, Vlahovic, and Romeo Lavia. We only need to come top 5, but yeah, fair. I'm quite happy with giving Chukwuemeka and Nkunku a go. Looked good in spells last season. I absolutely agree on that. Chukwuemeka needs more of an opportunity. No two ways about it. As does, of course, Madueke, Mudryk as well. These guys all need opportunities to prove. We need another winger now. Pulisic and maybe Ziyech are going. Pulisic's gone. Ziyech will go as well. I don't know if we do need another winger. It's an interesting one. Whether we go with Jackson and Nkunku to fill in as that kind of fourth choice there, or another option there, or if we look to sign sort of a number 8/number 10 to replace Mount and Havertz, and you sort of sign a versatile 10 that can play number 10 and can also play wide. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure we need an out-and-out winger or not. But that's just my opinion. It's gone quiet on Ziyech. Don't want him with the new squad. No, the offer from Saudi is still on the table. So, yeah, let's wait and see kind of what happens on that front. But the offer is absolutely still on the table for him. Chelsea, well, Dixon, we are absolutely trying to, Dixon, for sure. Mudryk will click on the Pochettino. I hope so. Mateus Franca over Cherki for me. I, again, don't know an awful lot about Franca, to be honest, but it looks like we are advancing in a deal for Mateus Franca, but let's wait and see what happens on that front. I think Kolo Muani is perfect as he's a solid striker and winger too. Yeah, look, I'm a big fan of Kolo Muani, but again, he's going to cost a lot of money. He's absolutely going to be a very, very expensive purchase. So, yeah, let's wait and see on that front. Madueke could do with one season, so he's starting every game like Colwill has done last season. Madueke at a club like Villa would do wonders. Look, for me, I would play him ahead of Sterling, but I think with Pochettino, one thing's clear is that he will give the players an opportunity, and that's a really important thing. He absolutely will give players an opportunity to prove themselves, and Madueke will absolutely get an opportunity to play next season. He's just got to make the most of it. But I think him and Poch working together is a really good thing. Really good thing. No two ways about it at all. Let's see what else is popping off in the chat, guys. Who's the next England centre forward? Is there one? Not really. If we sell Cole, I'm going to Huston. Yeah, it's kind of mad. I don't think we will sell Cole. What about Livramento? No, Livramento is not going to happen. I think we're going to keep Diego Moreira. I'm not sure. I think he'll go on loan personally. They've all got to prove themselves on the Poch. Absolutely. Chiku also played on the wing sometimes, and Nkunku can, and so can Jackson. No, I agree on that. Thoughts on Cherki? A talented boy. Haven't watched a ton of him, but very, very talented. Needs to work a little bit on his stuff off the ball and whatnot, but a lot of potential there. No two ways about it. Thoughts on the Everton guy we signed? Do you think he'll be in the first team? No, he absolutely won't be in the first team. He's gone into the academy. He's only 17 years of age, a centre back. I forget the kid's name now. Signed for just under £4 million. He'll go into the academy. Run the likes up. Yeah, people keep running those likes up. What are we on? 57 likes on my channel with 100 of you locked in. People, let's up these likes. Come on, guys. Don't freeload the content. Smash that like button, people. Let's get these likes up on my channel. 103 locked in, only 57 likes. Let's get this closer again to 100 likes, guys. You know, I love all of you for tuning in. Appreciate all of your support. Just click that thumb button, guys. Get the likes up. Let's head towards 100. Same on Chelsea Fan TV. Make sure you do the same, people. Chelsea needs to bring 2 or 3 experienced players. Possibly. I agree on that. Is he worth 80 mil? Caicedo, I'd pay 80 million for Caicedo. And Nkunku's going to be a number 10. Could play as a centre forward. He's going to help our attacking line for sure. England defenders for me are Stones, Tomori, Konsa, and Colwill. Yeah, Maguire's finished. Absolutely finished. Lavia, Enzo, and Caicedo in a 3 with Mudryk and Nkunku, Sterling, Madueke in a front 3. There's options to do that for sure. Any idea if Poch wants to sign a clear 9? Yeah, I think he'd like to. Let's wait and see what options are on the table. I think the options appear to be Kolo Muani, Dusan Vlahovic, and Lautaro Martinez. Doing Nkunku play better as a 10 or winger? Absolutely better as a number 10 for me. Madueke is to improve his finishing. Yeah, no, he does, but he's only young. He's still raw. Plenty of time to improve that. And he's not the only Chelsea player that would need to improve his finishing. That's for sure. But yeah, people, that's the latest on the Levi Colwill situation. You know, I think people have just got a little bit overexcited, a bit carried away, micro-analysing everything. So yeah, you know, Levi Colwill, European under-21 champion, along with Noni Madueke. Let's hope he signs a new deal. He's absolutely not for sale. Let's see how he does when he comes back for pre-season. But I absolutely cannot wait to see this guy in a Chelsea shirt next season. No two ways about it. You know, I think he's very special. He's headed right to the top. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens on that front. But yeah, that's the latest on Colwill, guys. So let's wait and see what happens with him. But I can't wait to see him report back for pre-season and see how he does in the pre-season games, because he absolutely will get a chance with Pochettino. That's for sure. So we've done the kit. We've done, obviously, Levi Colwill. Let's do Romelu Lukaku next, guys. So the latest news on Romelu Lukaku is that Chelsea are refusing to sanction a loan deal, which is great news. Romelu Lukaku is seriously considering Saudi Arabia, and Chelsea want around £45 million for him. Al Hilal and Juventus are in the race, but Inter Milan's bids have been completely rejected, which is good news to hear, people. Good news to hear. Look, I really like this stance from Chelsea on this front. You know, it's flat out. It's no loan deal. It's around 45 million euros. If you want the player, you pay. You find a way to pay, because we're not being mugged off anymore by loaning players out, paying a high percentage of his wages. And, you know, Al Hilal and Juventus are also in the race. That'll be interesting, because Lukaku says that he only wants Inter and he loves Inter. But yeah, I wonder if a legit offer on the table from Juventus came, would he actually go to Juventus? It's certainly an interesting one. I don't know. Maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. But I do really like this stance from the directors, from the ownership on Lukaku. You know, this is something that we should have done. You know, this is a stance that we have to take. It's ridiculous to be kind of held to ransom by a player potentially, or whatnot. You know, we can't afford to be in that situation. But I think it's really good. I think it's really good. And I applaud the owners, the sporting directors, you know, for standing firm over the Lukaku situation. And it's clear, under no circumstances at all should a loan be considered unless it was an obligation to buy at the end of it with a reasonable fee. You know, we have to make it. Lukaku's got to make a decision one way or another. Otherwise, Pochettino will be waiting in his office for him July 12th. This is really, really important. You know, really important that Chelsea are taking this stance. It's a stance that they should have taken a long time ago. I'm really glad they've taken this stance. And yeah, let's just look. Hopefully an offer comes in. Let's sell him. Let's move on, guys. Because again, like the Mount situation, this Lukaku situation is really, really tiresome. It's really tiresome. You know, it's been going on for too long now. We need a conclusion one way or another. So let's make sure that that we get it. You know, let's make sure we get this conclusion. You know, this is what we deserve, guys. You know, we deserve this. Activate the subs. What do you mean, Raul? What does that mean? No Caicedo news, no Tchouaméni news. I hope so. Ideally, we absolutely, in my opinion, have to get Caicedo on the plane on July 17th to the States. Absolutely. Do you think we'll keep Santos and Caicedo, send them on loan? It depends. Let's wait and see what happens after pre-season. They'll be assessed then, and then decisions will be taken. Yeah, we need to get Colwill into Poch's office. Caicedo or Tchouaméni to Chelsea news? No, Tchouaméni to Chelsea is not happening. Caicedo, no new news. The team is too young and we need experienced players to compete for top four. I don't necessarily agree with that because we had experience last season and look where that got us. Do you think Lukaku will end up leaving before we kick pre-season off? I hope so, and I believe so. But I also think that, he probably wouldn't even go on the tour anyway. I think we just leave him at Cobham or something if he's not part of the plans. Inter deserve this situation after their CEO, Morata, completely disrespected us. Yeah, he did do us dirty a little bit. I hope Chelsea sell Lukaku because I don't want him anywhere near the first team. Agreed. We're not mugs anymore. Do one Inter? Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. It is annoying, this Lukaku situation. Too right, Lukaku has to go ASAP. It's an FFP year. There can be no loan. I just don't think we want a loan either. I just don't think we want a loan anyway because, we get into a situation where we're just booting this problem another 12 months down the line. And that's not a good way of dealing with things. But big up, my guy. I hope you're good. Honestly, what is your view on Lukaku? I feel sorry for me. He was not used properly at Chelsea. My view on Lukaku is, like a lot of Chelsea fans, I was dead excited when we signed him. Thought it was going to be the missing piece of the puzzle. It was going to get us the goals that would fire us to the league title. And ultimately, it couldn't have worked out any worse. Now, can he still be of service to Chelsea? He could be, but he doesn't want to be. So it's an absolute no-go. I think it just harks back to the fact that previously, Chelsea's recruitment, shocking. Just signing Lukaku without thinking about the character, the attitude, how he fits into the team, how he fits into Tuchel's style of play. These were all things that were overlooked. It was just, right, we're going to sign a player, drop him into the team, and let's try and make it work, which is just not the right way to go about it. It's just been a disaster. I think Lukaku's a good footballer. He's proven in his career that he's a good footballer. But yeah, it's just been an absolute disaster from a Chelsea perspective, really. You could say he wasn't used properly, but, he didn't exactly try that hard either. Can't wait for Lukaku and Ziyech to leave. Yeah, that's going to be good times. Savic from Lazio would be a good addition. Yeah, everyone always talks about Milinkovic-Savic, but he never moves anywhere. Every year this conversation comes up and he doesn't go anywhere. If we sign Caicedo during a tour, can he still... Yeah, absolutely, for sure. I really hope Lukaku doesn't visit Poch's office. Well, he's got, 12th he's due back, 9th, 10th, 11th. He's got 3 more days. Any more Chelsea leftovers for Milan? Yeah, bro, if you want Hakim Ziyech, you're more than welcome. Aubameyang, more than welcome. Chelsea are close to buying Aymeric Laporte for 30 million. Where have you seen that? Because I've got a sneaky feeling that isn't true. But if it is true, then fair play. Let me know. Let me know where you've seen that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not happening. But yeah, anyway, Moises Caicedo hasn't ruled out the possibility of leaving Brighton. No, he's... Where do you sub to the channel? I can hardly follow you. I still don't understand. You want the link to my channel, do you? Chelsea will now finalise. However, it needs to happen. Lukaku's toxic energy needs to be kept clear of the young, fresh squad. Absolutely. Evening, Richard. I hope you're good, mate. Looks like an Everton fan in the house. Is that an Everton shirt? It is an Everton shirt. Do you know much about this young kid that we've signed from you, the 17-year-old? Do you know much about him? Let me know. Broyo, Mudryk, and Kunku Madueke. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I think Mudryk and Kunku Madueke absolutely has to be the back three, the 3 behind the striker. Chelsea should be first. Send Kepa to Milan. Well, that's not going to happen. Let's hope when Inter sell Onana, they just transfer the funds to us. Would be nice. Would him back at Goodison. How good is he? Lukaku, he's a good footballer. You don't have to look at his career. Like, he's not worked out at Chelsea for sure, but he has had a very good career. He scored goals wherever he's been. But yeah, we absolutely have to get rid of him. That's interesting as well. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I wonder what under a photo that Lukaku posted on Instagram, Drogba was telling him to call him. So I wonder what that conversation was about as well. I don't know. Is that agent Drogba trying to get Lukaku to change his mind and come to Chelsea? I don't really know. It'd be interesting to see what that phone call was about. We'll never know. There's only one way to find out. I don't feel sorry for him. He disrespected the club. He disrespected Tuchel. Yeah, no, fair. 130. So 130 likes on Chelsea Fan TV. Guys, get the likes up on Chelsea Fan TV to 200 likes. People, I'm still on 65 likes on my channel. Get those likes up, guys. We're edging closer to 100. Let's keep pressing it. And the 6% of you on my channel that have voted in the poll, saying you've now subscribed. I appreciate that. I hope you're not lying or anything like that. Are you sure that'd be a terrible thing to do? I saw Laporte too. I've not seen these Laporte reports. Aubameyang to Italy, I can see that. I still think he ends up in Saudi. Which one out of these three options, Wirtz, Cherki, or Vega? Probably Cherki for me, but I don't mind Gabri Vega either. Oh, Lukaku for sure has been well more of a flop than Torres was. Chelsea, no, absolutely not. I disagree with that one, Aduro. Sorry about that, bro. I don't think Mudryk is good. Hope he proves me wrong. But I promise you, I think he will absolutely prove you wrong. John, evening. Hope you're doing well. Any updates about Caicedo? Nope, exactly the same news. Chelsea still haven't put a bid in yet. Hopefully coming next week. I feel like Sterling should be given a chance. Sterling will be given a chance. Any news about Dybala? No, other than the fact he's just a name on Chelsea's list of number 10s. No further concrete evidence from that. Yeah, that's the one. Ishi Samuel Smith. I don't know anything about him, but that's that. He'll go into the academy. I have seen that. And again, I don't think that's the case at all. I think people are massively micro-analysing everything that he's doing. I really don't believe that Levi Colwill doesn't want to be at Chelsea. So I think, yeah, we just need to relax a little bit on that front. Yeah, he is. I can't send links. No, you can't send links because you're not on mod. Have you seen? Yeah, I have seen that. We've done that. Like for Colwill, absolutely, people. Drogba will tell him to go Saudi. Maybe Drogba is telling him to go Saudi. John, appreciate that. Thank you very much. Whether it's Chelsea Fan TV or whether it's my channel, the subscription is greatly appreciated, guys. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, what else is popping off in the chat? Defo Cherki. I've seen that video. Yep. Laporte is linked for Chelsea for 30. Where is this? Cherki for Chelsea. I'd love that. We'll have to fork out 30 million to acquire the services of Laporte, according to Rudy Galletti. I don't know why we'd be interested in Laporte. I really don't. We've just got rid of Koulibaly. We don't need 6 centre-backs. My only thinking is, if Chalobah gets sold, maybe we bring Laporte in as a 5th centre-back, but Laporte's not going to come in unless he's playing. So, he's not getting much of a look in at City. So why on earth would he leave to come to Chelsea where he probably won't get much of a look in? Yep, I think it's Al Etifik. Al Etifik, is it? Or something? Yeah, I have seen that video, bro. I have seen it. I don't believe that's the case at all. I haven't got access to change the mods. And I do see a lot of this news anyway on Twitter. If you're a manager, what formation would you play? 4-2-3-1, I think. The whole EPL knows Kepa isn't good enough except you. Okay. That's the narrative being spread that he don't want to be at Chelsea. I don't know why people are doing that. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, seriously, why are we micro-analysing everything that a 19-year-old kid is doing? Wouldn't mind Rom back so Breyer and Miss Jackson get game time. Yeah, maybe. We are at 156. Guys, keep going up. Keep going up. Drogba yelled, you would have chosen one. You were meant to bring balance to the bridge, not destroy it. Chelsea links to Lavia. Again, Chelsea are interested. It's going to be, I think it's going to be between Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal. But of course, full focus is absolutely on the Caicedo deal at this point in time. So I don't know whether Chelsea are interested in Lavia. Definitely there. I don't know how to set mods up. I'm not going to look right now. If I can work it out, yeah, sure. Al Etifak, that's the one. Laporte link is agent talk. Yeah, I would agree with that, Martin. I think it is. Laporte is not coming to Chelsea. I wouldn't think so. No, loaning Santos to Brighton and buying Caicedo won't be a bad deal. I don't think Santos would go on loan to Brighton personally. But yeah, look, you never know. Trafford is a good young goalkeeper. Yeah, he's already been bought, Pez Lord. Burnley have signed him. I think he's going to Shitpool. Who's that? I don't know who you're referring to there. Yeah, seen this earlier today. How about this Kane to Chelsea Poch Paul? Sunny, I'd love it, but let's be real, it's not going to happen. We all know it's not happening. Do you think Caicedo is worth 100 million? Is anyone worth 100 million really? Unless you're Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe, you'd have to say probably not. But look, in a situation that we're in, I think that I would probably pay it anyway because we're desperate. But I don't think it will come to that. Forget about Kane. Absolutely, this whole Colwill over exaggeration is. Yeah, look, I think it could well be, but it's an absolutely massive over exaggeration. I really don't understand. I really don't understand why people are reacting in this way. I just don't get it. Chelsea want Diogo Costa, according to reports from Portugal. Yeah, there's quite a few reports from Portugal saying that, but again, nothing's really materialised on that front at all. Nothing concrete, certainly nothing concrete from any English outlets or any reliable journalists like Ben Jacobs or your Fabrizios or whatever. There's been nothing on that front. And again, Chelsea, as Fabrizio has maintained, do not want to spend big money on a goalkeeper. Diogo Costa is going to cost big money. Yeah, that can also happen as well. Agree with this. We found it to be difficult sometimes. Yeah, nice. What you mean the training top? I mean, I would have repped the training top for tonight's stream, but long sleeves. It's pretty hot in London, so yeah, it's a little bit too warm for my liking to be rocking that tonight. But yeah, it's great. The link to Laporte is the hard tackle. Thoughts on Santos links to Barca? Utter rubbish. Not going to happen. Caicedo is worth it because we have made good money on ourselves. Yeah, I would agree. We're going to get into the Tottenham and Gallagher stuff as well. People, don't worry. We should look at signing Chiesa from Juventus. Again, I don't think we really need him. And has he really been the same since his injury as well? I'm not too sure he has. I think he's a good player, but again, he costs quite a lot of money. He'd be on sizable wages, and he'd want to be playing regular minutes. And I just don't see how he would. I just don't see how he would be playing regular minutes next season at Chelsea. I just don't see that. But yeah, I'm not too sure really. I personally wouldn't. I would have done before his injury, but I just don't think he's quite the same at this point in time. Guys, almost at 200 likes. Keep it going, people. The Mount stands are creating this Colwill narrative, and the media reports are running with it. Think we should just give Gaga the chance. I mean, we could give Selena the opportunity for sure. But yeah, look, I don't think that's necessarily the right thing to do at this point in time. Chelsea will sign a goalkeeper. He should be quiet too. So much talk from his camp isn't going to help him. Yeah, maybe. Seems as quite... no, not really. Liverpool have always held an interest in Colwill, but the Chelsea stance has always been exactly the same. Levi Colwill is not for sale to anyone at any price. It's as simple as that from Chelsea's perspective. Chelsea should do all they can to get Caicedo to partner Enzo, absolutely. We have loads of wingers, need another striker. We do need another striker. Juventus want Lukaku, and there's not going to be a swap deal. I mean, everyone loves a swap deal. It's not going to happen. I would start both, to be honest. He's one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. Of course, he does not want to sit on the bench indefinitely for the sake of it. Absolutely. Heard Badia Shield can play right-footed. I mean, he could play with Colwill. I think, look, defenders can play both sides, for sure. What do the Hearts do in the chat? No idea. Guys, don't be so cool on Gallagher sending the guy to Spurs. No, look, we're not sending him to Spurs. A few more links about Balogun today. Nope, not seen anything on Balogun. Wouldn't De Gea be a better option to Kepa? No, I don't think so. I think that would be a backwards move. I absolutely don't think that would be the case. People, 20 likes from 100 on my channel. Make sure we get these last 20 likes, guys. Good numbers. 118 of us locked in this Saturday night, people. Appreciate the support as always, guys. Make sure you keep hitting those like buttons. Thoughts on Madueke? I really like him. I think he's a really exciting player. I think there's a lot of potential there. Still raw. Needs polishing around the edges. Hopefully Pochettino's coaching can do that. I think we'll see a lot more links after we sign Caicedo. Yeah, quite possibly. I think a lot of focus is on the Caicedo deal, and rightly so. We have to get this right. And then I think once he's signed, then we could start to see a lot more links appearing. Can we compete for the top four with all the youngsters we are signing? I think we absolutely can compete for Champions League football for sure. What team did Colwell's father support? No idea. Fuck Spurs. Agreed on that. Cole has 2 years plus 1. Yeah, no, this is exactly it. He's still got 3 years on his contract. But we do want to get it done. Pulisic done last night. Crazy Lukaku's the 18th all-time Premier League scorer. Could have challenged top 10. Yeah, for sure he could have done. Sometimes not much. Obviously at work and things like that. Don't watch it an awful lot. Gallagher plus cash for Kane. Wouldn't you do it? Yeah, but Spurs wouldn't. So it's a no. It's not going to happen. Can we scout for Caicedo replacements? I think Chelsea obviously looking at will have other options in the list, but the absolute priority is to sign Moises Caicedo. There's absolutely no two ways about it. That is 100% the priority, people. De Gea's on high wages, yeah, for sure. Palini is my top pick. Again, no links to Palini at all. West Ham have been linked with him as a possible replacement for Declan Rice, but there's been no links whatsoever. Sterling said Breyer was the quickest he's seen. Is he faster than Mudryk? That was before Mudryk was at the club, though. What happens with Datro, Ampadu, and Paez? Paez can't join till he's 18, so that's another couple of years. Datro Fofana was put in the 21s because he didn't impress enough in training. He'll go on loan this season, and I presume you mean Ampadu. I think Ampadu will be sold this summer. So yeah, that's the latest with those guys. I hope we get a striker before we play Liverpool. I think we will. And who have Twitter can share your link? I did. I'm not sure what you mean. I think we should get Alexander Mitrovic from Fulham. A lot of people saying Mitrovic, can't see it happening. Yep, JT's also back at the academy, which is great. What's your dream team? You can include icons if you want. It's a bit of a difficult question to just catch me on the hop like that. How about Diego? Yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't be against it. But again, it's been reported numerous occasions. Chelsea do not want to spend a lot of money on a goalkeeper. And Diogo Costa would cost a lot of money. So I personally can't see that happening. Poch should try to convince Kane to join us next year. I'm sure he might try. But again, it's going to all be down to Harry Kane. Yeah, I would agree that one more is needed. But let's wait and see. People got to realise there is a lot of young players in Chelsea who need some quality coaching. Yep, there absolutely is. Stop dreaming of Kane. So what about getting Paulo Dybala? Yeah, Paulo Dybala is certainly an option on the list. Let's wait and see what happens with that. I don't think there's any possibility we don't get Caicedo. No, look, I'd like to think not, but I just don't want that situation to be like, I don't want us to get burnt with that. I just don't want that to happen. No way is he that fast after the injury. He might have lost a little bit of pace. Let's wait and see. Second most expensive sale. Fair. Who's the most expensive Chelsea player sale? I wonder who that is. Most expensive Chelsea player sale. 65 million. Kai Havertz is second. Who's top? I can't think of the top. Lukaku was only 20 goals away from taking over Van Persie's record. Just saw the stats, and Kepa was better than Onana last season, except in distribution stats. Look, Onana's very good, but yeah, Kepa absolutely gets a lot more, is made out to be much worse than he is. Oh yeah, of course, it's fucking Eden Hazard most expensive sale. I mean, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Go get Ivan Toney in January. Yeah, look, I wouldn't be against that. See some links with ex-Tottenham. We've done that. Tony might not be the same player. No, quite possibly. I think he will obviously get back to it, but it is a long time for sure to not be playing any football. It absolutely is a long time. But I mean, I'm a massive fan of Ivan Toney. I think he's really good. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with Ivan Toney. I'd certainly take him. I think he'd be top class for us. But let's wait and see. Yeah, it was Hazard was the most expensive. That's absolutely not true. Guys, 31 more likes to our 200 on Chelsea Fan TV. Let's get those likes, people. 420 of us locked in. 16 more likes to 100 on my channel. Guys, 94 of you locked in still. Let's get these last 16 likes up, people. Hazard, yep. Heading to Madrid, yep. Tottenham are not relevant, never have been. Agreed. Hazard, yep. Remember, it was Hazard, yep. Thank you for reminding me, people. Oh, right. I appreciate that. Any news on Aubameyang? Just so confused. No news on Aubameyang. He's got offers from Saudi Arabia. There was, I think, DC United and the MLS were interested in him as well, but nothing really materialized from that. So at this point in time, no real news on Aubameyang. Yeah, that'll be close. Colwill video of Noni. Thoughts? He said, "Oh my God, this guy." No, I just don't think he wanted to be put in an awkward situation, to be honest. And look, I think people are reading way too much into things. I don't see it as a big deal. I'm pretty convinced that Levi Colwill will stay at Chelsea. I think he'll sign a new long-term contract. I don't think we've got anything to worry about. I think it's just people micro-analysing everything. Hazard was good business considering what's happened. Absolutely. Can't Todd just hijack the Onana deal? It's done to United, pretty much. It's done. Yeah, Eden Hazard, I think, is going to Inter Miami with the latest reports. Yeah, agree. Yeah, I agree as well. Ryan Chuck isn't bad to be added to our midfield maestros, but he's more of a number 10. Eden Hazard, yep. Onana only wants United. I just want to cement Ziyech to Saudi for sure. We did this earlier. Chelsea are going to launch a sponsorless kit on Monday. It'll be available for fans to buy. And then obviously, yeah, they're working to get a sponsorship deal announced as soon as possible. But the kit will launch on Monday, next season's home shirt, with no sponsor or sleeve sponsor on it as well. Chelsea not interested in Zaha. I may well have taken him. Levi Colwill wants his European football prob 1 year. Chelsea won't loan out Colwill. A Premier League fastest player competition, 100-meter charity race. Yeah, it'd be great, that, wouldn't it? It'd be great viewing. Caicedo's a big fan of Chelsea's transfer activity. I hope so. Other than Caicedo and maybe Dybala, do you think there's any other links worth watching for? I'd keep an eye on Gabri Vega and Cherki. I'd also keep an eye on potential goalkeeper situation as well. Do you know why so many Chelsea players went to Saudi? No, but I don't really care. High Chatter Traffic, yeah, that's already signed and done. Another kid signed. Look, we are going to get some first. You getting the kit? I probably will get the kit. Yeah, I imagine so. I will get to that. Yes, people are microanalyzing things, but the man has not shown a grain of interest in anything Chelsea related. I don't think that's that fair. Yeah, of course he will, Maximus, but he's not coming. How far with Oba? No, not really no more news. And when you get the kit, when a sponsor comes, you can go and get the sponsor. I've absolutely no idea. I wouldn't have thought so. No. I don't know. I don't necessarily know how they're gonna work that, to be honest. But I wouldn't imagine you could just take it in. No. Do you think we go for Livakovic? No, I don't think so. But I could be wrong. But I think Fiorentina and another couple of clubs are interested and have submitted bids for him. Your ideal striker? I mean, look, in an ideal world, I'd have Harry Kane, but that's not an ideal. Probably for me, Kolo Muani, or I'll probably go Kolo Muani for me. Chelsea should buy Osimhen. Too expensive. Do you rate Vega? I like Vega, and I think he's good. Livakovic is inconsistent. Mateus Franca better than Cherki. I haven't watched anywhere near enough of Mateus Franca to make an accurate assessment of his abilities. But obviously, if Chelsea are interested, there must be something. There must be something there. There absolutely must be something there, you know. So yeah, let's wait and see. Waiting for Gary Neville to question. Yeah, I said this on Chelsea Fan TV in a video I did earlier. You know, must be waiting for that as well. Imagine you could sponsor with. Imagine you could sponsor would be like vinyl, their names and numbers on the back. Yeah, it'd be good, that, wouldn't it? Why not? I don't know who Retigoy is. A charity race might blow out hand. Yeah, exactly. It probably would. Guys, 181 likes on Chelsea Fan TV. Get them up. Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, again. Yeah, we're covering that. Franca seems like a baller. Oscar vibes. Yeah, maybe. Let's wait and see, people. I'm sure Trevor would prefer Chelsea number 1. Yeah, but that deal's done. So I don't. There's no hijacking that, and I don't think Chelsea are going to be looking at that one either. Unfortunately. What else have we got going on in the chat? A few more things there. We already have Carney and Gallagher. Why sign? Because Gallagher might leave, and I don't think Chukwuemeka is necessarily a number 10 either. So yeah, those are the answers to that question. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Chelsea can buy Kane since Poch's there. Not going to happen. Hoyland's going to go to United. Do you know if we have a buyback clause for Gilmore? No, I don't think so. Not on transfer market. No, but Hoyland will join United. If you're referring to Trafford, it's all wrapped up. He just obviously he's been at the Euro, so he needs to do the medical and all that sort of thing. But it is done. One striker, one cam. I don't think we need 3 midfielders. I think we just need. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what we go with. That's for sure. Matthias Franca still another kid. Yeah, no, he is another kid. Yeah. Do you rate Broja at 9? Look, I think it could be good. It's going to be an important season for Broja. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what he does, people. Let's wait and see what he does, because there's definitely, talent and potential there. But he's got to obviously realise that. We should figure out that one. But yeah, guys, that's the latest from Romelu Lukaku. Chelsea will absolutely not sanction a loan move for him unless there's an obligation to buy for a decent price. Chelsea want 45 million euros for him. Al Hilal and Juventus are interested. Inter Milan's bids have been rejected. Let's wait and see kind of how this one plays out. But I'm really happy that Chelsea are taking this stance on this one, because they absolutely have to take a hard stance with Lukaku. Make your mind up, make your decision, and stick with it. But yeah, look, I'm pleased that the club are taking this stance, looking for around 45 million euros, which would be just over 40 million pounds, I'd imagine. let's see what materializes. Ideally, we need this wrapped up before we jet off to the States on the 17th. Let's hope that's done by then. But let's move away from the Romelu Lukaku stuff, guys, and let's talk. Let's just see if any other news has come through, and then obviously I will get onto the Conor Gallagher links to Spurs, which quite interesting actually, quite interesting. Right, let's move on to the Conor Gallagher stuff then, people. So, we have got here Tottenham, according to Alistair Gold, who is a very good, very reliable Tottenham journalist, really good. Tottenham really like Conor Gallagher. Now, again, clubs really like a lot of things, but at the same time, I think I don't know if Gallagher would want to go to Tottenham. So I don't know. Look, I think Gallagher would like to stay at Chelsea for sure. I think Pochettino would be happy if Gallagher stayed, but if a suitable offer did come in for him, and I think we're talking 30, maybe 40 million pounds, which I think is fair, considering there was an offer of 45 million pounds with add-ons included from Everton in January, then absolutely, I think we could get that situation where if we got that money, Chelsea would absolutely look to sell. But again, I'm not sure if Gallagher would want to go to Tottenham. Would he go to Spurs? I'm not so sure, but let's wait and see what happens on this one. I mean, guys, would you sell Conor Gallagher? Do you think we do you think we should keep him? Do you think that he's worth keeping around the place? I personally would wait until we've got a few more incomings through the door. Once we've got Caicedo and maybe one more, then we could potentially see what happens. But guys, let me know your thoughts on the Gallagher situation. I mean, Spurs appreciate him. It's nothing more than that at this point in time. No bids come in. There's nothing concrete on that point. Onana to United tonight, to Newcastle, being the PL very competitive. Look, the Premier League's absolutely very competitive. I'm not really sure how he's gonna do. I really don't know. But let's wait and see. Let's absolutely wait and see. But I hope so. It's top 5. I hope we can finish top 5. Sell 55 million for Gallagher or no deal. We won't get that much for him, no chance. But I think if we get 40 million, we take it. They got Gallagher because Maddison's a 10. Gallagher could play more as a number 8 or more in the midfield for them. Nigel, big up. Hope you're good. I love how Mount shit on his fanboys. That was priceless. I don't think we should sell anyone to Spurs. They would never do business with us on their players. They can do one. Yeah, fair. Would prefer Gallagher to stay. Yeah, we are. We are releasing a shirt. The sponsor of the shirt is going to be unveiled on Monday, and fans will be able to buy it. I don't know if fans can buy it on Monday, but fans will be able to buy a sponsorless version of the shirt. Connor out. Fair. 30 edits, appreciate you. Sell 50 mil, sell. Surely we have Trivago. Trivago is the training kit provider. Trivago won't pay any. Haven't got the money required to pay Chelsea for a front of shirt sponsor. They just don't. No, probably West Ham will get him later. Maybe West Ham, maybe Newcastle. Never going to happen. Gallagher loves Chelsea. Gallagher needs to step up. Agreed on that. Dude's a pressing machine. I think we keep him. Yeah, I think Pochettino would really like him. I do think he would really like to work with him. Guys, 8 more likes on Chelsea Fan TV. Let's get to the 200 likes. People, 11 more likes on my channel to the 100 likes mark. Let's get there, guys. Ramp these likes up, people. 11 more to go. Hover over that thumb. Give it a little click. And people, not mentioned it for a while. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV. Links are going in the chat now. It takes you seconds. If you could just click that subscribe button, guys, it helps me out. It means the world to me. More than you could ever manage. And exactly the same for myself and all the other team at Chelsea Fan TV. If you could subscribe to both channels, people, it would be massively, massively appreciated, guys. You have no idea. It takes seconds and it really helps me out. So please do subscribe if you can, guys. Gallagher is a squad player at the moment. Yeah, and I think we need squad options. We need options in the squad. I don't think it would be a disaster if Conor Gallagher did go, if we did keep Gallagher. I really don't think that would be a massive problem. It's 100% profit for us for sure. As long as Colwill is playing, he'll be happy. Yep. Once we get a couple of midfielders, we can let him go. Yeah, I wouldn't let him go before any midfielders have come in. I think that's a fair point. I don't think we should be looking to let him go before before midfielders come in. We absolutely shouldn't be. We absolutely shouldn't. Yeah, let's wait and see on that one. But yeah, it's interesting that Spurs are interested. In well, they like Gallagher. Chose position on Levi Colwill. Yep, Gallagher needs to stay. Fair. I would not sell. I won't sell Gallagher to a club. I would give Gallagher his bus ticket out as not good enough. If Tottenham pay the money, let him go. Fair. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Probably another 5 or so minutes. We have one game in the week. We should make top 4 minimum. Yeah, again, it's going to be top 5 for the Champions League next season. So, yeah, that would be great. Would be great, wouldn't it? What else have we got popping off here? We should not sell to Tottenham unless we are getting Kane in return. That's not going to happen. Good squad player to throw on last 15 minutes. A lot of energy. I agree on that. I think that's a little bit harsh. I don't think he's shit. Obviously, he's definitely got room to develop and room for improvement. But I think he can do as a squad player and as an option. I think we could definitely do a lot worse. Not the home shirt. I do have the away shirt and the third shirt though, because I really like them. I wonder if Gallagher could learn and be quite suited in a high-profile energy holding role. I don't know. Possibly. I think he would suit Poch's style of play. Absolutely. So let's wait and see, people. How much would you sell Levi Colwill, if at all? You've got to be looking at minimum £80 million for me. They are milking the fuck out of the Mount signing. Yep, they are. We are short in midfield. Gallagher stays. I agree on that. Only then should we, if we get a couple of options in midfield, then we can think about it. But absolutely not before anyone else has come in. Trivago jingle in my head won't leave. Yeah, it's quite catchy. It's pretty catchy. Gallagher loves Chelsea. I don't think he is Chelsea level, but I don't see him wanting to go to Tottenham. No, I agree on that. Loving Chelsea isn't enough. He must be good enough. Look, I think Gallagher is good enough to be in a squad role for sure. Gallagher with good training could be a decent squad player. Yep. Trivago would be great for the actual kit. We should negotiate with them and get a middle ground deal. Yeah, it would be nice, but ultimately they don't have the money. Why would Gallagher not shine again as he did at Palace? Maybe Poch can ignite him. Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, I do agree on that, mate. I absolutely agree on that. Yeah, Uncle Patrick Vieira at Strasbourg. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Gallagher would go on loan. I don't think that he'd be sold there either. But let's wait and see, people. Gallagher to win us the FA Cup next season with a Lampard-esque goal. I'd absolutely love that, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. Gallagher is not technically good enough for Chelsea. He can love and support while playing in another team. I would sell Gallagher, but not to Spurs. Gallagher bleeds blue, but he hasn't got the technical ability. Kevin Lewis loves Mount and Havertz. He always talks about them on Twitter. He does, but that's up to him. We need Gallagher. We need Gallagher. He just needs to step up his game. I think so. I love how acted like Chelsea didn't want him. Such a traitor. Let him go with the right fee. I agree on that. I just did. You're doing great. Appreciate that. As long as see progress next season, we should be happy. Patience is the key up the Chelsea. Agreed. Onana wants United. We're not getting him. Yep, for sure. It's not hate. People believe he doesn't have the required technical ability to make it at a top 6 club. Look, I think he can improve for sure. I still think he'd be a good squad player for us. Carlton appreciate that. Lewis Hall should be kept. He should be kept, but I don't know if a loan spell might be better for him. Gallagher could be the next Ruben. Yeah, maybe. Gallagher doesn't have an ego, so he would want to be a squad player. I think Gallagher's more than happy to stay and fight for his place. Absolutely. We cannot sell Gallagher. Everyone played badly last season because of they didn't play badly because of the owners. That's not true. Everyone was pretty poor last season, but we didn't play badly because of the owners. Gallagher at Palace was incredible. Look, I hope he finds a balance as well. Gallagher will improve last season. Yeah, I agree he's going to improve. Great player, loads of energy, relentless pressing. Gallagher in a 4-3-3 maybe, but in Poch formation. Yeah, maybe not. Let's wait and see. I got the home and realised it wasn't real. I ordered it from another website. Fair. I say Gallagher, keep Gallagher. Too many outgoings is bad. I probably won't get anyone. If I normally buy it, and then obviously if I decide I want a player, and I just go back later on and just get it printed on the back. Nowhere we are short in midfield and end up selling Gallagher and Colwill, not for sale because Poch spoke to him. I can't imagine Enzo, Caicedo, and Valverde. Valverde is not happening. Remember how he came off the bench several times and made the team worse under Potter? Look, I think there's room for all of them. He's got good energy. Colwill won't play. I think Colwill will play. Would Gallagher accept to be a squad player? Absolutely, he would, in my opinion. Vieira at the will. Sell Gallagher for at least 50. I don't think we'll get 50 million for him. 40 for sure. Manchester City are what they are because they have good players as squad players. Agreed. We will become like Brighton if we continue to sell our academy boys. 209 likes, big up, people. Gallagher scored our goal of the season. Oh, he did actually. Yeah, I was there. Gallagher must stay. I'd rather see Lukaku in a blonde wig playing than Gallagher. Fair enough, top bins. Thiago Silva on the back of my shirt next season. To be fair, yeah, it could be his last season. So, yeah. Next season, we have less pressure. We can squeeze in minutes for our young players. There's still pressure to do well. Nice. Again, I can't see it happening. I would be happy if we win a cup, even if it meant finishing fifth. Fifth gets Champions League anyway, so I'd take that. Gallagher's problem is lack of composure, awareness, just passion. If we sell Gallagher, we'll only have Enzo as the only midfielder. Hope fans don't leave Stamford. No, people will always leave early, but I always stay to the end. I always will stay to the end. Yeah, people, if you've got any last-minute questions in the chat, pop them in, but I'm going to start to begin to round this one out. Let me just have a look if any news has come in on anything in particular. No, not at this point in time. So, yeah, going to begin to round it out, people. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, people, big up to each and every single one of you over on Chelsea Fan TV, over on my channel as well. It's been great. You've been great in the chat tonight. Absolutely smashed it, as you always do, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. People, make sure you subscribe to my channel on the way out. I'd really, really appreciate it. I think about 3 or 4 subscribers away from another milestone. So make sure you get those 3 or 4 subs up on the way out. Love to get at least 10 more subs on the way out. Link is in the chat. So make sure you do subscribe. Make sure you also subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV, guys. And make sure you smash those likes on the way out, people. It's been a great show tonight. Lots of news we got through. Lots of great chat in... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Guys, if you follow me on Twitter, there's a picture of it on there. Send me an sign, even to. Yeah, guys, make sure on the way out you subscribe to both channels. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV. I forgot about the leaks. Oh, let me just quickly do this then. Let me very quickly do this, people. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me just bring it up now. Oh, not that. I was going to find it now quickly because I know I said I'd bring it up, so I will bring it up. This is what the kit is going to look like. That's it there. That's roughly what it's going to look like. It might not be exactly that, but that is what it will look like, people. So there it is, guys. There it is. That's what it's going to look like potentially. So yeah, guys, that is the kit. Anyway, as I said, make sure you subscribe to my channel on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV. Smash the likes on both channels. Guys, I'm on 97 likes. 3 more likes on my channel to get it to the 100 likes. Make sure you smash those likes over on both channels. Subscribe to both channels. Big up to every single one of you in the chat. As always, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. I will catch you again tomorrow with another daily transfer update. Take care. Big up yourselves. I'll catch you tomorrow. Up the Chelsea. Peace out.